This is the inflatable pool tank, aka the pool punisher as it is sometimes known. It's a pretty big float. It can fit an adult in it, no problem. As you can see, it takes a lot of air to fill it. It took me a little while with my air pump. It's got a cannon that works as when you're sitting here, you put your legs through, you pull this back here. Actually, if I can do it one hand here, pull this back and you push it forward, and that fires the cannon. Now, how the cannon's fed is through this tube, which goes through the bottom here and collects water in the pool. So it works pretty good. The filter, or it also has two releases here, as you can see. So it has two releases, one smaller one for your pump up top right here. I can't really get it open with one hand, but then as you can see, this is the smaller one. Then underneath this part picks up, and this is just like a big hole that opens right here. I pulled it open, and it's a quick release to empty this out, which works really quick. In like a couple minutes you can get the whole thing deflated for storage. And same up top, there's two separate parts that you have to inflate. There's this part here and this part, so you do need to inflate it, you know, two separate times. So I'll get it in the water and I'll show you guys how it works a little bit and what I do like, and I'll also show you what I don't like. So this is the view when you're actually sitting inside the tank. Your feet actually rest down on the PVC at the bottom. This is actually a PVC float, remember, not a vinyl float. It's supposed to be a little stronger because of that. So when you use the gun, typically, you really need to use two hands. I'm going to use one and pull it back. And it works pretty good once you get it pumped up, see? Ready, I'll show you. Hitting my neighbors to show you. But you can see it works pretty good. It's a little annoying because you're kind of pulling it into yourself. So if you're a bigger guy or girl, or it might be, this actually might be pulling into you. I'm about 5'8", 185, and I'm okay. So, I mean, I guess most people would be okay because I do have a lot of space. One thing I don't like about the tank is that I'm sitting here in my pool and I got a really high view, which is really cool. And it's really neat, but I can't steer it at all. I'm just kind of sitting here. There's no way to steer it because my feet are inside the tank. They're not in the water. And I can barely, as you can see, I can barely just reach the water here. And it's a little awkward doing this. So I would think they should have given you a little paddle for this tank, like a $5 little paddle. And that would just be amazing because you can't really steer it, you know? But like I said, I can show you some shots here. Let's see, there's my cat over here. We'll see if we can get his attention. The water. But I can't really steer it, so I can't aim it good. One thing I can do is I can grab off the sides here and kind of push myself, which is good. Let's see if we can get him now. Hey cat, get your attention. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, ready? This is pretty far away. We're not hitting them quite, but we're not far. Yeah, it's definitely getting his attention. So as you can see, it shoots pretty far. I mean, it's probably going close to, some of these shots are probably going close to 30 feet. And the other thing I want to mention is, this is the tube for the gun that holds the water. And this is the end piece for the tube. It slides off a lot, so you probably need to super glue it. That's what I'm going to do. It's brand new, I just got it, but it needs to be super glued. So that's pretty much it. It's a really formidable float, but it's also a costly float. I think I spent well over $100 on it. But it is cool. I mean, it's big. You can see how big it is. And this is a 16-foot diameter pool. It's a big float. The cannon could definitely be better. As you see, it's cheaper and it is falling apart a little. And with the construction of it, it does kind of get in your way when you're sitting down. And the other big thing is that you do need some way to steer the tank a little bit because you're kind of just drifting around with no control whatsoever. Other than that, the idea is great. The tank is fun, and the PVC is very well made. Mine did come with some holes in it, but someone sliced it with a razor blade inadvertently. So besides that, I think normal play, you'd be completely fine with it. So thanks for watching. That's the review of the Pool Punisher, you know, the pool inflatable tank, aka Pool Punisher.